The time is 7:25 in the morning time on this Monday morning, September 25th, 2017. It's time now for the Beer Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, September 25th, 2017. Good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, 25th of September, 2017. Top story at 7:25 a.m. on this Monday morning is Trump reveals the latest war of words with professional sports. 7 ways the latest Republican healthcare effort is impulsive and chaotic. Wounded by the far right, Merkel faces the tricky task of forming the next German government. Daily Tennessee church student. Sudanese immigrant arrested FBI launched a civil rights investigation. Evacuations from Bali volcano swelled about 50,000. Shinzo Abe of Japan calls early election as a rival party forms. Almost no North Koreans travel to the U.S., so why ban them? Germany's jubilant far right as Merkel incites. Courage vote lays bare political divisions. Mystery of Great Britain may be solved, researchers said. Jericho should use personal email account for government business. Right-wing activists hold short, small California rally. Trump promised a huge tax cut focus on Texas versus health care. Emotions run high at Gillette during pre-game protests. Hurricane Maria hits home for Puerto Rican families coping with loss and recovery. Hurricane season is expected to remain active into the fall. Food, fife, and fun at Alabama's Church Egyptian Festival. Norton's Chocolate Corners, Michelle's Corner Store on West Main Street near North and Southwestern Street, getting back its liquor store. Edinburgh Aberfoyle Hospital in South Edinburgh and the Edinburgh Police Department have teamed up to address opioid addiction. Uber boss Derek Koshowski apologized after London man. ABB plans to make over G's unloved child in $2.6 billion deal. Shares in its Apple chip supplier going bonkers in a $7.5 million deal. Look at that stock now, down 9.64 at 22.349 per 59. S&P 5 up 1.62 at 25.02 per 22, and Nasdaq up 4.23 at 64.26 per 92. Okay, look at that. Other news. Science just discovered the first brainless animal that sleeps. Astronomer 67 in asteroid is actually 2, and that is also a comet. Egyptian, what's known as the world's heaviest woman, dies in UAE. Peter, chill news time. 7:28 on this Monday morning, and it is time now for Sports Report. New England Patriots defeated the Houston Texans yesterday, 36-33. Boston Red Sox edge at the Cincinnati Reds, 5-4. Tonight, Red Sox take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Game time 7:10 p.m. at Fenway Park, and the North Lancers boys soccer team will have a game against the Bills Bucks. Game time is 3:30. Redskins, Josh Norman ripped 3 receivers. And Matt Venus goes Atlanta's way in wild finish. Peter, chill news time. 7:28 on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school, and it's time now for Trevor turns to the pot. Beep! Let's study off on the NBA where the Red Lions plays the minor leagues with a signal problem at Davis. And Birmingham train 584, 639 inbounds canceled this morning. Train 504 will accommodate riders to make all local stops at 584 schedule. Expect crowding. Franklin Line train 740, 740 inbound is expected to operate 10-20 minutes late between Walpole and South Station. Middlebury Lakeville train 006, 6:50 inbound is canceled this morning. Next inbound train is 008 at 7:20 a.m. inbound. And the fairies are out looking good. Okay, always and byways of New England. First of all, down in the Providence and vicinity, 95 minutes southbound side. Soap to protect the downtown Providence. 185 westbound side. Soap to these parts of the downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side. It is over between 37 walking downtown Providence. 60 eastbound side. Also for the 6 connector in Providence. 295 on the northbound side. It is over between Crescent and Johnson. 95 on the northbound side. It is on the east Greenwich stretch. 146 on the southbound side. So between 146 and 99 in the north Smithfield stretch. And 24 to the northbound side. So between 140 and 44 random. 95 on the northbound side. It's slow between Attleboro all the way to Route 128 Kenton. 295 on the northbound side. It's over Route 95 in Attleboro. 24 to the northbound side. It's so between 27 Buck down, Route 128 Kenton. 3 to the northbound side. So between Southway down, the Braintree split. 120 to the northbound side. It's so between 24 Kenton and the Braintree split. 7 special to the northbound side. It's so from the Braintree split all the way down to Dorchester. 93 to the southbound side. It's so between South Boston and down to Dorchester. 120 to the northbound side. It's slow between 95 Kenton all the way to Route 20 Waltham. 120 southbound side. It's slow between 95 and Kenton and the Braintree split. Mass Pike eastbound side. It's slow between Upland all the way to Newton and then Nippers came from the Pruitt Tunnel all the way down to Logan Airport in Boston. Mass Pike to the westbound side. Slow between Logan Airport down to South Boston. 7 Tail, Soul County, looking good. Route 1 is southbound side. Slow between River and Charlestown. 93 southbound side. Slow between Andover down to downtown Boston. 93 to the northbound side. It's slow between Soda and Reading. 120 to the southbound side. It's slow from Linfield all the way to Route 2 Lexington. Route 2 westbound side. It's slow to Lexington stretch. Route 62 to the westbound side. It's slow between Arlington and Belmont. Route 3 to the southbound side. So between Tingsford and Millwright and Hempstead get about Route 128 in Burlington. 45 to the northbound side. It's slow from Route 2 in Littleton. All the way down to Route 225 Westford. 45 to the southbound side. It's slow to April stretch to the Hempstead between Lawrence and Route 83 out in Andover. And 45 to the northbound side. So between Route 2 in Littleton all the way to Wilton. 29 eastbound side. It is so between Auburn and Route 9 in Worcester. 91 on the northbound side. Slow ride 57 in Agawam. 91 on the southbound side. It's so from Wisconsin and Hartford, Connecticut. 291 westbound side. So from Route 5 to Route 91 to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side. Also from Farmington to Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side. It's so between Middletown down Rocky Hill. The tip is getting between Rocky Hill and all the way to downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 99 on the westbound side. It's so Middletown stretch. 84 westbound side. It's slow on the eastbound side of Waterbury stretch and westbound side. So between Southbury and Newtown. Merritt Parkway westbound side, so between Turnbull down to New Kid at 95 on the southbound side, and then so between Bridgeport down to Stamford and up north. 93 to the southbound side. It's slow for the Dairy Drive to stretch. And Vermont stretch remain on was out. Looking good. So the 99 southbound side. It's slow after game with an upstate Vermont. And 97 to the southbound side. Slow between Silver Springs and Albany. Peter Childers' time is 7:33 on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school. Time now for weather report. Hurricane Maria, 5 a.m. advisory 3.6 to the north, 73.0 to the west, and back to the same winds. 80 miles an hour, moving to the north at 7 miles an hour. And latest 5 a.m. advisory on Maria. It continues the weekend. Troughs are issued for the portion of the North Carolina coast. Troughs are warning has been issued for the North Carolina coast from the Cape Lookout to Duck, including the Albemarle and Pamlico Sounds. A tropical waters effect for Cape Lookout to Duck. Albemarle to Pamlico Sounds. Tropical watches effect for North of Duck to the North Carolina Virginia border. North of Surface City to the south of Cape Lookout. Surface surge watch in effect for Cape Lookout to Duck. Interest elsewhere along the Carolina and Midland coast should monitor the progress of Maria. Tropical water means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within water area within 36 hours. And tropical watch means that tropical conditions are possible with water generally within 40 hours. Storm surge watch means that there is a possibility of life threatened and deterioration from rising water moving inland from the coastline and indicated location during the next 4 hours. For storm information in the area, including possibility inland watches warned, please monitor the weather condition by a local National Weather Service forecast office. At 5 a.m., the center of Hurricane Maria was looking into latitude 3.6 to the north, latitude 73.2 to the west, and Maria is moving north toward the north near 7 miles an hour. Its general motion with a 7 degrees of forward speed is expected to find Tuesday night. On forecast track, that core Maria will move in the well east of the southeast coast of the United States during the next day or so. Reports from NOAA hurricane aircraft indicate the maximum sustained winds in Earth decreased to 80 miles an hour gusts. Additional weekend is forecast during the next 4 hours, and Maria is expected to weaken the tropical by Tuesday night. Maria is a large hurricane force with exit altitude of 70 miles an hour, radially east to the center, and tropical force with exit altitude of 230 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure estimated from the NOAA hurricane and their data is 937 millimeters away for 26 inches. Tropical conditions are expected to weather the water beginning Tuesday. Tropical conditions are possible for the water beginning Tuesday. Storm surge, its combination of dangerous storm surge and the downward cause. Normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters. Moving inland from the shoreline, the water is expected to reach the fall heights and above ground if the peak surge occurs at a time of high tide. Keep a look at the depth including the south side of Outer Banks 2 to 4. Feet surge related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and tidal cycles and can vary greatly over the short distance. For information, please see products leased by your local and national weather service forecast office. My area is affected to produce total rainfall accumulations of 1 or 2 inches over the Outer Banks and North Carolina on Wednesday. Swells generated by Mariana increasing along portion of the southeastern United States, coast of Bermuda, and will be increasing along the Midland coast today. Swells also continue to affect Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and the North coast of the Hispaniola, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Bahamas. These swells likely to cause light surface root conditions. Please consult product from your local warehouse for more information. And Hurricane Lee. 5 a.m. advisory, 31.1 in the north. 49.4 west, sustained winds at 9 miles an hour, movement stationary. Lee station over Central Atlantic at 5 a.m. The center of Hurricane Lee was located at latitude 31.1 in the north, longitude 49.4 over the west. Lee is stationed but it was slow west, southwest of the west, most of the expected later today. Sustained winds near 9 miles an hour, gust. Little change of strength is forecasted for the next 4 hours. And Lee is a tiny hurricane. Hurricane force winds exit up to the 10 miles an hour from the center and the Charleston force winds exit out to the 55 miles an hour. Estimated set pressure 90 millimeters of 94 inches. All right, 7-day forecast. Special weather statement. Low clouds of fog will affect Cape Cod and the island this morning with visibilities reaching reduced a quarter mile less than times. Morning commuters should allow extra time to reach their destination and reduce vehicle speed. Conditions will begin to gradually improve after 8 a.m. And patchy dense fog later night and early morning each day. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, Seth got 87 degrees, calm wind coming in east about 5 miles an hour afternoon for tonight. Partly clouds got about 62 degrees, calm wind for Tuesday. Partly Seth got 82 degrees, light southeast wind. Tuesday night, chance of showers before 2 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers after 3 a.m. Patch back up to midnight, otherwise most clouds about 62 degrees and light south wind, just make sure 20%. Wednesday, chance showers with thunderstorm possible at noon. Patch back before 10 a.m. was mostly clouds about 80 degrees and calm wind coming in Sapphire. 5 miles in the afternoon, chance patches 30%. Wednesday night, chance showers and thunderstorm after 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Patch back up to 9 p.m. was mostly clouds about 66 degrees and chance patches 30%. Thursday, patch back before 9 a.m. was steady podcast but 78 about 53 degrees. And for Friday, most steady podcast about 6 a.m. about 49 degrees. Saturday, most steady podcast about 66 about 48 degrees. And for Sunday, most steady skies about 66 degrees. Are currently in. Today's podcast is 58 and in Norton it's clear skies at 6 degrees, humidity 97%. And that is it. Going to be it for the Peter Joe Water News on September 25th, 2017 on a Monday. I'm PJMC. Have a good morning, good passage. Hope you have a good day.